Hello, viewers, and welcome again. Do you want to become a $1 million powerful personality? I'm going to tell you how to be one. Today, the difference is that I'm traveling. I'm at a different location than my own, but what I have not missed out is my stack of books and my favorite mug of coffee. I'm going to introduce you to a book today, The $1 million Powerful Personality by Dr. Kamal Murari. Let me tell you a little bit about the author himself. Dr. Kamal is an MBBS, MS, MCH Plastic Surgery, CS UK, Director of Changing Faces, Changing Lives. He is a plastic cosmetic surgeon based in Mumbai. Also, he is a celebrated speaker, writer, and author. He compares world conferences in the field of cosmetic surgery. Now, this book is published by BecomeShakespeare.com and it is priced at rupees 350. It is 314 pages book. Pretty fantastic book I have come across. I've read it from start to end, and now I'm going to tell you what is contained in this book. It is spanned out into 23 chapters. Each one is dealing with an important aspect of personality development. Who should be reading it? Anybody who doesn't want to develop one's personality. And for the purpose of review, I'm regrouping them into certain segments instead of chapters, because certain chapters combine together and make one segment. So the first one is out of the box thinking. The second one is the external personality, then the inner personality. After that, the effective personality, then the healthy personality, and of course, he's a cosmetic surgeon, so the cosmetic surgery part as well. And to conclude, I will come to the section called the self-made millionaire. I guess it is pretty sorted out now, and let's begin with the narrative of the book. It begins with testimonials from various people and fans who have read this book, including and beginning with the film star Amitabh Bachchan. In the first segment, there are several short stories and anecdotes, including the questioning of logic behind certain cliches, rhymes, and stories. For example, the rhyme of Jack and Jill is questioned about every word that it says. Why should there be a well up the hill? The source of water ought to be at the lowest ground. Then why should Jill tumble after Jack? And why did they break their crown? So all these things are questioned, not because he want to dissect the rhyme or the jingle or the story, but because he want to make you think out of the box. Question, question, question. Only when you ask questions you can find the answers. Okay. Now there are some words of wisdom in this. It says that we can learn anything in life by three ways. Number one, by reflection, which is the noblest way. Then by imitation, which is the easiest way. And then by experience, which is toughest but the surest way. So there are words of wisdom thrown around everywhere in this book. And so to continue with thinking out of the box, there are 12 variants of the story that we've often heard about, the hare and the tortoise fable. Now, each of them offer a different perspective to look at. And from each perspective, there is a lesson about life and management and personality. Also, viewers, I must tell you that this author has come up with another book which is entirely based on this hare and tortoise story, the learnings and teachings that he has derived from the various perspectives that he has mentioned in this, and that is called $1 million tortoise. So watch out and look for this book. It is going to come out soon. So with this, we move on to the second phase of this book, which I call the external personality. And this is about how you create a external personality around you, which people notice at the first. So, again, with a sip of coffee. So, the first chapter in this will be the crayons of personality. Then there is the powerful first impression, and a chapter is dedicated to public speaking, which is $1 million idea, and a sense of humor. So, this part of the book deals with some interesting concepts. To understand yourself, here are some key definitions. Number one, self image. Self image is this is how you see yourself. Self esteem. This is how you feel about yourself. Self efficacy. Belief in one's capacity to succeed at tasks. And self worth. This is your own net worth. Further on, there is a list of various personality traits. So it says your personality is like your fingerprint. Your brand image is not your social aura. A good personality is unusual yet unassuming. Your face broadcasts its virtues. There is a language of honesty hidden in the eyes of the person. No matter how much you want to pretend, it shows out. And then here we can also read about the 21 steps to $1 million super personality. Trust me, those who are pure words of wisdom to read and practice. I'm not reading out all of those things because there is something to be left for you to read. So the next topic within this segment is the powerful first impression. It takes only 17 seconds to make the first impression. A negative first impression is more overbearing than a positive one. The positive first impression might change, but the negative first impression takes longer to change. Okay, there are some interesting concepts explained, like the 10 by 5 rule, the 7 by 11 rule of first impression. Now, there is also a list of the best way to impactful first impression, how to avoid bad impression, how to make lasting impression. So these are some small things which make you stand apart from the rest, and this is about making a first impression. The next topic is about public speaking, $1 million idea. So here is an interesting anecdote that says in an African tribe, the speaker addressing the tribe must stand on one leg while speaking. You know why? This way, the presenter had to keep his speech short. Otherwise, people go into a meandering talk endlessly. Interesting, isn't it? Now, there are various advantages if you know the art of public speaking. What are the advantages? Not that just you can brag about, but if you can connect better, you can associate with people faster if you are good at public speaking. And you can also put across your ideas, sell your ideas, make people convinced, make people agree with your views. And there are so many things that are listed out in that. Also, there are ways to overcome the stage fright. In this chapter, we also learn what to say about the content part and how do you say the delivery part and how you should start, dress to impress, how to prepare an effective presentation. So you learn all that in this chapter, and the next one is sense of humor. Sense of humor is a very important thing without which a person can look grumpy and sad. So sense of humor is a mindset, a mental phenomena, a trait, and a positive mental attitude. It describes the various types of humor and also tells about the do's and don'ts about humor. Sometimes we unmindfully crack a joke which people can take into offense. This book has listed out certain things which is not desirable to have a conversation about. Now, this brings us to the next and the third segment of this book, which I call the inner personality. Now, what goes into inner personality? It covers from chapters 7 to 15. And the first one is mind power. The power within. This is the chapter that talks about the brain, its abilities and its programmability. This chapter has description about the vocabulary of the mind, the connection between conscious and subconscious mind. It talks about the brain waves, the frequency of emotions. So we can program our mind power with the help of positive affirmations, creative visualization, vision board, auto suggestion, meditation. It has also explained something called the Silva method of mind control, in which you can increase your abilities through relaxation and development of higher brain functions. One more interesting technique is to speak your dreams to a glass of water and drink it while you sleep. Now, what happens? Your body has got the maximum composition of water. It runs across every cell. And if you speak out your dreams to the glass of water and drink it, that molecules of water goes and sort of awakens you at the cellular level. But you have to try to believe it. Now, using your opposite hand also helps you to improve your left brain and the right brain coordination. That is why I write with my right hand and I sip my coffee with my left hand. Interesting, isn't it? So the next chapter is about making of a gentleman. Now we have got here 10 top qualities of gentlemen, which includes, of course, dressing, and a lot of emphasis is given about the smart dressing tips. Likewise, there is also a chapter for the classy, elegant lady. Now, not every woman is a lady. Elegance is not about being noticed, it is about being remembered. Elegance means graceful in appearance and behavior. An elegant woman or lady, in simple terms, is an effortless beauty. Again, there is a list of top 10 qualities of an elegant lady. How to dress, how to behave, what to say, what not to say. Again, next chapter is about how to smell good. Yeah, your perfumery is your essential armory. It enlightens the readers about the different types of fragrances, the types of perfumes that are available. Or the perfume, or the toile, or the cologne. So many types of perfumes are named like this, and what are they, how they are made, what are the constituents, what are the different types of fragrances which can be combined together, top note, middle note, base note. You get to know all of that. Will become a pro after reading this. How to store them, how to use them. It also says use them subtly. Fragrance should be discovered, not announced. True, isn't that? Further, there is a chapter on grooming and dressing sense. Your dressing is an extension of your personality. It explains the type of fibers and fabrics in this chapter. Also, there are 20 cardinal principles of practical smart dressing. What to wear, what not to wear, and how to wear. The next chapter is about personal hygiene, of course, hand hygiene, body odor, oral hygiene. The small things, sometimes people neglect it, but they are very important. Now we come to the next chapter, which is called Good Manners and Etiquettes. Emphasis is laid upon the use of the right words and expression. When we are talking to people, what kind of impression you create through your expression and your words. What words do you use while speaking about somebody or something? All that matters. Social manners, etiquettes. When you receive an invitation, mostly it is written there RSVP, Répondez s'il vous plaît. It's a French term, which means please reply if you please. How many of you ever replied to that? Oh yes, I received your invitation, thank you, I'll be coming. Or sorry, I received your invitation, but I'm occupied elsewhere, I won't be able to make it this time. Now these are etiquettes you should follow. How to make a formal dinner table setup, where to keep the plate, where to keep the glass, how to keep the cutlery. All that is mentioned here with pictures and diagrams. and how to handle the cutlery, in which hand to hold a knife and which hand to hold a fork. Ah, sometimes it becomes very confusing, isn't it? Of course, telephone manners, sitting in a cubicle and people yell out their lungs and talk loudly, unmindful of the presence of others around. Then email and internet etiquettes. When you type an email or when you send out a message, what kind of language do you use? How do you structure your email? All that is mentioned here. And next chapter is about the power of body language. How you walk, how you sit, how you move around. It has explained about kinesics, which is body movement. It explains about oculesics, which is eye movement. Then haptics, which is about touch, and proxemics, which is about space around you. It talks about postures and gestures. So this is in this chapter all about your movements and body language. The next chapter is dedicated to attractive voice. Oh, that rich baritone voice sometimes we hear from certain film stars and we wish to emulate them. Now the good news is you can actually. You can change your voice, modulate your voice and emulate a better voice. Your voice is the expression of your verbal individuality. Your voice has the power to change what people think of you. There are tools and techniques to improve your voice quality, and there are voice exercises which you can do. There are tools for modulation and expression as well. So if you follow that, you are sorted out with all that personality things that make you from inside. And with this, we move on to the next part, the fourth part of this book, which is called the effective personality. But before that, a sip again. I love my coffee. I just can't help. I can't live without it. What do you say, viewers? Do you love your coffee? And those who are watching me for the first time, do subscribe, do hit the bell icon, stay notified forever. And yes, please type in your comments as you are enjoying the show. So here is an important chapter in this segment, self-discipline and time management. This is one of my favorite topics because I am a management graduate myself. So organize and discipline your life. Tips on how to be organized and disciplined are mentioned in this. Goal setting and planning. Setting smarter goals. You have heard about SMART goals, okay? Now this is smarter goals. ER is added. What are these ER? Evaluation and review. Okay, good perspective. Then the tasks can be divided into several types of tasks like important and urgent. This is the short-term crisis to be managed personally. Then important but not urgent. That is the focus on long-term strategy. Then urgent but not important. These things you can delegate and avoid interruption and distraction. Not important, not urgent, limit them. They are the time-wasting activities. Then it talks about the POSEC method. What is POSEC? POSEC is prioritizing, organizing, streamlining, economizing, and contributing. Then it talks about the Pomodoro technique. 25 minutes of focus work, 5 minutes of break. 25 minutes of focus work, 5 minutes of break. Keep doing that till you are into the zone, and then you can take some longer breaks. Then it talks about the GTD. What is GTD? Getting things done. Yes, one big part of management is getting things done. You can't do everything by yourself. Certain things you have to get done from people around you. Then 6 P's. 6 P's are the proper prior planning prevents poor performance. Interesting. Tongue twister. Sometimes it sounds like a tongue twister. With this, we'll move on to the next chapter, how to woo, persuade, and influence others. There are two types of peoples. One who do great work, the others who make others do great work. In the ancient India, there were 4 upayas, Sam, Dam, Dand, Bhed. Now, what is Sam? Sam is the quiet way of acceptance and acknowledgement. Dam is the negotiation method, Dand is the punishment method, and Bhed is manipulation method. I wonder why Doctor missed out Bhay here. Sam Dam Bhay Dand. Bhay is the installation of fear of God for getting things done. Now, the 20 best persuasion methods and techniques are mentioned here. The art of friendship is also mentioned here. You cannot influence and convince and get things done until you are at a level of friendship with somebody. So, 10 magical ways to make and keep friends. Okay. Now, the next chapter is the magical power of love. Yes, love is a great emotion which builds a personality, and without that, a personality remains incomplete. There are references to various famous love stories and various nuances of the game. Now you got to read that. Certain things cannot be explained in words. They have to be read and then understood. The next chapter is about the secret of personal magnetism. Here there are references to various famous personalities and a list of 10 traits of magnetic personality is given. Also explained here is how you can harness your sexual energy and power of celibacy into attaining other greater achievements. With this, we come to the next section of this book, which I have created. The book is not sectioned and segmented like that, but I have created this section 5, which is called the healthy personality. Now, this is a chapter on a healthy lifestyle and on the types of food, healthy food versus junk food, healthy habits or unhealthy habits like smoking, drinking, healthy habits like exercise and fitness. Also given here is, interestingly, weight loss tips. So you have to read through all that. You may be knowing so many things out of that, but then you always get to know a perspective. Since the author is a cosmetic surgeon, how can we not discuss about cosmetic surgery? The next chapter is exactly this. It states the dimensions and the proportions of an attractive face. Yeah, what ratio? Chin to forehead, ear to ear. There is a description about various cosmetic surgeries that can uplift and enhance your experience. And they are beautifully given in short snippets you can understand. You don't have to be a doctor or a surgeon to understand that. Finally, we come to the last chapter, which is called Self-Made Millionaire. Yeah, I think nobody doesn't want to become a millionaire. I, for one, want to become one. So I've been reading this book. It describes encouraging stories about several people who made it from rags to riches. It explains various forms of money. It talks about how do you budget your income and expenditure. It talks about investing, how and where to invest, how millionaires handle their money. It talks about the power of compounding. Sustained investment and the power of compounding makes the corpus large. Wealth innovators. It talks about wealth innovators. What are wealth innovators? People who have found new avenues of creating wealth, like Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, Ray Kroc, and Robert Kiyosaki. So talking about all these great personalities and how they created a new zone for creating wealth. So this is what this book covers all about, and now here is my take. So let me present you my take about this book. You see, this book has got 23 chapters. Each deals with a certain significantly important aspect of personality development. Half of the things you might have known, or you might have read somewhere, or you might have thought that okay, they are important, but to read them from a perspective in one sequence is something which makes sense to me, at least, and I hope it does to you. So all these things that that develop you as an external person, as an internal person, your effectiveness at work and conduct, the way you talk, the way you carry yourself, the way you uh, present, and where you sell your ideas, they are all important. Of course, the way you dress up, the way you make expressions, the way you speak, what you speak, and of course the do's and don'ts about almost everything has been mentioned here. So according to me, this is a very good book. If you read it in one go with a focus, you will be able to sum up, and you will be able to draw an action plan for yourself, that where all do you want to work upon to make yourself a $1 million personality. So go for it, viewers. I recommend this book to you. And with this, I thank you very much for your patient listening. Keep joining me. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell icon, stay notified. Do put in your comments about this show and about the shows to come. Watch in all my videos in this playlist. Thank you very much. Namaste.